Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to try to answer a question that has come up quite often on some of the forums and some of the questions I've had asked to me in my post. And we're going to plow or attempt to plow our garden, our future garden. Now this is the question: will a T474 pull a 2-bottom plow? This is a fairly large plow. It's 2-bottom, but it's got 16-inch cutters. So we're going to be cutting, each time we go, it'll be a 32-inch swash. I don't honestly know. Our tractor has loaded rear tires. It does have industrial tires, which are not ideal for farming and pulling. They're kind of a compromise from between an ag tire and then, tearing up your yard kind of stuff. However, we're going to give it a shot. Can the 474 pull this? I don't actually know. This tractor is really not set up. It doesn't have draft control, so that means all movements I will have to control myself, and that's one drawback. The 574 and the 494, which is the step up from this one, they do have draft control. What draft control is as you're dragging the implement along in the ground, if the pressure becomes too great, it will automatically lift the implement up very slightly to release the pressure. So that means you're not speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. The tractor's doing all the work, and it's keeping you moving along and keeps production up. This tractor here is what I would consider to be still in the compact tractor market for sure. And that's one of the features it does not have. It does not have draft control. Now, that's not a big deal because I am used to using the 3-point hitch up and down to control the implement. So you can still do it, you just have to do it yourself. So this is the new portion of our property. Well, this is the new property we bought, and it's got a pretty good sized pasture out front here. And Tanya has graciously taken over all of that side of the old garden. But she's also said that I could have some garden here.
A patch. You can have a patch.
She has pretty much taken over the farm and telling me where everything's going to go. I can have a patch. I can have a garden patch.
We're not going to till the whole field.
Listen,
up.
I'm turning this whole thing over. You watch. So guys, I don't know if the 474 will pull this. We're getting ready to find out. I do have the 3-point hitch set up pretty much what I think is right. Now, if you've never used a braking plow before, the first path is the first one is the hardest, and then you drop your tire over into the other path, and it levels the plow out. So your first one's going to be the hardest one, and then after that we should maybe do a little better. So I'm in low range. Four-wheel drive's engaged. And what I've done is I found me a point that I'm going to aim at. Because if not, you're going to end up doing this all up and down through there. So I've got me a point. I'm going to go basically to the top of this hill. And that's probably the size of the garden. All right, wish us luck. Go ahead and bump our horse up. Bump our horsepower's up there. We need more horses. All right, so we've got the first run made, so I'm going to drop this first wheel, or the right side wheel is going to drop off into the ditch that we dug. And basically what that's going to cause is going to cause the tractor to turn, it's going to dip to the right, which in turn makes the plow now level because we had the plow turn the other way. And that's how from here on out we'll plow and keep it level. I was really impressed with how this works. I do make some adjustments later on with the top link, kind of leveling this out. I'll point that out later on the video. But sitting here watching the video, I see that the plow is still tilted to the left just a little too much. I probably should have extended my right lift arm a little bit more to level that out to the right. Hope that made sense. you guys see anything I'm doing wrong, please feel free to leave a comment. I am no professional at a plow. I used to do it a little bit when we was kids, but younger and on the farm, but seen a lot of it done. There's not done a lot of it. I think it's turned out pretty good. I've not even had to do anything special with the tractor. The 474 is just ripping through. And that's got a lot to do with our soil type. Maybe your soil type won't be as forgiving. So I could start in the middle, I could have started in the middle and then worked my way out, going back and forth. I just, no bigger than this is, it's just easier to go around. All right, now Tanya's gonna do it. Just drop it down and hold the gas all the way to the floor. I'm having her do this so that I can see how the plow's performing. It looks like I could go down in the back just a little bit more. It's not bad, but. So here she comes for her second path. This is the second time she's ever used the plow. Now what I did do is I went over to the tractor and I lowered the rear using the hydraulic top link. I lowered it down just a little bit. Now she's dipping that front wheel in the track. It's really important that you start straight. That's all the way down. Oh yeah, that looks a little bit better. Just drop that back down a couple of inches. She ain't messing around now. Look at her grow. I'm so proud of her. All right, she's lining up. Just gonna drop that wheel off in the last plow cut. I'm doing my best, guys, on this camera. I am no pro. She's dropped it in. Coulters are really doing good. Starting to throw, the plows are starting to shine up now, so they're starting to throw a little better. Now she won't give my tractor back. By leveling the plow from front to rear, you can really see that it's doing a much better job. But I do still think that I should drop the right lift arm a little bit down to level it out from left to right. Gizmo's watching every pass. Look at her, she's a natural. Hey, I'm going to answer a question that I know I'm going to get, and is the answer to your question is going to be, will the T25 pull this plow? And I'm going to say no, right off the bat, no, it's not going to. It probably could pull it by the weight, but the rear arms are not long enough. This plow has got a big coulter mount on the front where the front coulter is mounted. Yeah, that's not going to work, not for the T25. It's just not a big enough tractor. All right, so this is the first time running a plow. What do you think? I mean, I know you didn't want to do this. You weren't planning on it. I kind of threw it on you.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the plow with my eyes, and I'm glad we did because I had the back of the plow a little bit too high. So whenever you got on the tractor, I moved the back of the plow down, the second plow down just a little bit, about 2 inches, and it really started rolling the dirt over. I like it. I think you did good though.
Well, I didn't expect to do one last, but it's definitely different than handling the man basket. And
Well,
the
sure,
tiller.
everything is, but you're growing. Look at the things you used to wouldn't even touch a tractor,
No,
and now you're plowing. You can plow fields now.
I don't want
We're gonna hire you out.
I don't want to plow fields.
We're gonna hire out. Who thinks we should raise your hand if you think we should hire Tanya out to plow fields?
No.
Listen, anybody have any questions about the T474 pulling a double bottom plow? Like I said, these are 16-inch cutters, so that's that's a pretty good sized plow back there. So 32-inch wide cuts, and this is a hard clay. It is a little bit damp, so it made it go through a little easier. But I think that answered the question. The tractor didn't even struggle. I think it would. Don't tell anybody, but I think it would pull a 3-bottom plow. Guys, I appreciate you watching us here. I know we're babbling on a lot.
That's us right here.
This is us. So, is the garden too big?
It's a little, but it's still manageable because I don't want to have too big a plot and not be able to manage it.
So when she leaves, I'm gonna get on the tractor and I'm gonna turn the whole thing under.
Oh.
We're gonna have corn from here to the next county over. Listen, guys, appreciate you watching the channel. God bless. Have a great day.
Bye.